Wow, look at that. That $100 bill. Oh yeah, bling bling. It's supposed to be edible. Las Vegas is home to over 600,000 people, and countless more come to this city each year to visit some of the popular attractions and to dine at some of its best restaurants. It's truly an entertainment hotspot. Have you been? What's up guys, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in this episode, I'm taking you on another one of my epic 72-hour journeys into Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll show you cool places to eat, a cool place to stay, and cool things to do. So get ready for an amazing ride because this is going to be one of the biggest food and travel videos in Las Vegas you're going to find anywhere on YouTube. And if you guys are new to this channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And with that being said, let's go to Las Vegas. The first stop on this trip is Chickpeas, which is the only all-you-can-eat Mediterranean buffet in Las Vegas. That in itself makes it a very special buffet. Starting at $18, you get about 30 choices of delicious Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, and even Indian foods, along with desserts. As you can tell, it's not one of the biggest buffets that you can find in Las Vegas, but as I came to find out, this is one of the best. So this is one that you simply cannot miss. Now it's time to show you everything that's in this buffet line. So we got some basmati rice to start off, and that is Mediterranean rice. I love the color of it. That's so awesome. And then here, wow, this is pretty epic. So we got both chicken kebabs as well as the beef kebabs, which is kubede, and as well as your grilled tomatoes. Yes, I love it. And here is the chicken shawarma, and you can even see them roasting this shawarma on a spit. I'm telling you, it's very fresh here. And then that one is buttered chicken. So the chicken is in there somewhere. Yes, oh, I see it. Okay, so this is an Indian dish right here. And this one, oh, I can't even believe they have this one. This is the lamb shank. I see about 4 pieces of lamb shank on display here. This alone is worth the $18, so you should take advantage of this. And then right here is the tandoori chicken, another one of the Indian dishes in this buffet. Looks very good. And then we even have some of this cauliflower as well. And then we got this one, which is the spinach and feta cheese. Yeah, so these are spinach and feta cheese pies. They look very good. And then we got some shrimp right here, along with some salmon. Look at all that salmon there. Yeah, for sure I'm gonna get this one. Yes. See, I'm so excited. I have no words. And then we got some pakora right there, which is another popular Indian vegetable dish. And that is saag paneer, which I've had many times. It's kind of like a cream spinach with cheese curds. We got some meatballs. Oh yeah, the meatballs are in there somewhere. Let me see. Oh yeah, I see them right there. Very good. And then that one is lentil soup. And then there's even more. So we got some of this dolma, grape leaves. And that one right there is the baba ganoush. And then moving on here, we got fruits of all kinds. Pineapples, melons, watermelon. Oh yeah, healthy stuff. That is hummus. I think everybody knows this if they know Mediterranean food. What would Mediterranean food be without this one, right? So we're moving on to all the salads at the end. We got some cabbage salad. Yes, nice. Looks kind of like a coleslaw with raisins inside. Okay. And that one is the tabbouleh salad. And then we got tzatziki right here, very creamy. Oh yeah, very nice, huh? And then that one is the Shirazi salad. Very colorful. I love it. I love it. And then this one right here, let's see, is a cucumber salad. So we got cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, and then finally we got some garden salad. Yeah, a little bit of everything here. And then all the way at the end of the line, we got some naan bread. So yes, this bread is part of the buffet as well. Fresh made constantly. Smells good. Looks like I'm gonna get started. Look at how nice and shiny the plate looks. Butter chicken. So you get the best of both worlds, Mediterranean and Indian food. And you gotta get your veggies too, which I plan to. Mediterranean buffets have a lot of good veggie dishes. And it's pretty cool because you can also take this buffet to go. I think they would weigh it per pound, so you don't have to dine in necessarily for the buffet. So if you want the buffet food, like I said, you can just order it, they'll weigh it, you can take it out, or you can pick anything from this big menu a la carte and enjoy the same awesome food. Man, this is like one of my dream buffets right here. Okay, I can already tell that this is one of the much better buffets I've been to in Vegas, simply by the taste of this kebab. Wow, this is like a really tasty chicken kebab. It's like ground chicken right there. Woo! Oh yeah. I'm more of a beef kubede fan, but I do enjoy the chicken as well. Very classic beef kubede flavor. And this one is kind of on the tender side, which is good. Pretty high quality, especially for a buffet. I think this is one of the thicker naans that I've had in any restaurant. Let's try it. I wouldn't say it's like the most traditional tasting naan I've had. I mean, it's not really an Indian restaurant, but the taste wise, it's still very flavorful. It's like kind of a spongy texture, and it looks like there are some, let's see, what is that, cilantro inside? Yeah, so a little bit of veggies, almost like a scallion pancake. Maybe if you take this and dip it into that chicken butter cream, it might taste really good. Do it, you'll thank me later. And look at this, they even got pita bread here too. As if the naan was not enough, they have this one. Woo, it's so hot. Yeah, this is fresh made too. Nothing like freshly baked bread. I love everything here. The proteins, the bread, the rice, the veggies. Oh yeah, look at that lamb shank. You bet I'm gonna get this for round number 2. Yes, this is where the money is at. Anytime I see salmon, it's like, yep, I'm getting it, uh-huh. Now, wouldn't you agree that this in itself is worth $18? Wow, that is super tender. It tastes just like a tender piece of beef brisket. I don't even know what to say, I'm flabbergasted. This thing is quite a monster, look at that. There's like so much meat on here. See, here's lamb I could really enjoy. Because like I said, it's tender, it's moist, very juicy, and it's clean tasting too. Not gamey whatsoever. But as much as I want to focus on the lamb, I gotta try some of the other amazing things here too, right? Wow, that cheese curd is really soft. I mean, it tastes like tofu. Kind of has like a kick to it too. A little bit of spiciness. See, something like this would go good with some of that basmati rice. Yes. Oh yeah. Gotta have my salmon too. Salmon is very healthy for you. I've had salmon before that was like really dry in buffets and all you can eat. This one is one of the much better salmons I've had. Props to the chef. They really know how to cook their food here. And for $18, I'm telling you, that is like very good. Very affordable. It's like borderline cheap eats right there. Oh, this meat pie is getting a little soggy, so I have to eat it right now. Whoa, that's bursting with flavor. There's a lot of cheese inside. It's kind of elastic. You see that? Like cheese, spinach. Your tongue is going to be having a great time. You're going to having like a party here. And as part of your buffet, they do give you some hot tea.
It's pretty hot out there today, but I'll still take it. Why not? Ah, so nice. I think it's kind of cooled down. It's like lukewarm now, but it's all good. But look at this. This is lentil soup. Oh yeah. The lentil itself is so nice and soft, nice and soupy. First time I've had a lentil soup was in a Persian/Mediterranean restaurant about 10 years ago. I immediately liked it. It's been a while since I've had it. That's why I'm very excited to be eating this again at this buffet. And look guys, they even have desserts here too. Isn't that pretty crazy? Yep, this is part of the meal. So we got some vanilla pudding to the left. And then the middle one is chocolate pudding. And this one is rice and saffron pudding. Oh man, they even have this one down here too. That's crazy. So baklava, lots of baklava. And then this one is what they call the sprint ball. Don't know what it is, but I'll find out in just a bit. It's not the biggest dessert selection, just like you'd find in a Vegas style buffet, but some is better than nothing, right? Saffron rice pudding. I don't think I've ever had anything like this before. But then you cannot leave here without trying your baklava, and this is one of the reasons why they give you this tea, so that you can enjoy your tea and dessert together. Crispy, and not too sweet either. I think this is the perfect baklava. If you don't know what baklava is, Turkish dessert, but you'll find it in pretty much every Mediterranean restaurant. It's like one of those must-try desserts if you've never had it before. But yeah, very flaky, kind of like a pastry. I believe it has honey inside and there's nuts in there too, but very classic tasting baklava. Yeah, everything there is really good. Get the lamb, get the chicken shawarma, even the kebabs are really solid. Salads are awesome. Get your desserts. You're gonna be satisfied, yes. So it's here at Chickpea's Mediterranean Buffet, one of the best, most affordable, best tasting buffets you're gonna find anywhere in Las Vegas. You're not gonna regret it. And if you guys are looking for a place to stay at in Vegas, one that is pretty affordable, then I think you should consider Rio Hotel and Casino. It's a little bit off strip. As you can see, the strip is right down there. That's Flamingo Road. And then right over here is the Rio Hotel and Casino itself. This is my first time at Rio Hotel and Casino, so this should be pretty interesting. I'm gonna give you a little tour of what this place has to offer inside, and of course take you up to show you my room. So this is the entrance coming in from Flamingo Road. If you want to do valet parking, the very main entrance. Okay. All right. The check-in is to the left. It looks like there's a lot of check-in space in there. And this is something that I think is pretty cool. I've never seen before. Express check-in. So yes, you could even do it by yourself. If you are kind of tech savvy, you got your card ready, you're all good to go. And of course, you are going to have your restaurants, like they have a Vietnamese restaurant. Okay, that's pretty awesome. And they got your sports deli, which you see in a lot of casino hotels in Vegas, so I'm not surprised to see this one. Now this is one of the attractions that I'm going to check out in a few days. This is the Canteen Food Hall. It's a new food hall that recently opened. There's about 6 or 7 different food shops of all kinds of foods. So if you guys are looking for a food hall in Las Vegas, I heard this is one of the best ones to go to. So if you happen to be here at this hotel, you can just walk down and enjoy some of these selections. So I'm pretty much back where I started. Now I'm going to turn right because I heard there's a lot more things in this direction. You're gonna see slot machines to your left and right. I am not a gambler. I come to Vegas mainly for the food, but I still like the way it looks. I mean, it looks very fun visually. Now this section of Rio is very interesting. So this is where you're gonna find a lot of shops and restaurants. And if you guys are into shows, they do have some of them here at Rio, like this WOW show. I've never heard of it before, but supposedly it's one of the best shows
in Las Vegas. I guess there's a reason why it's called Wow, right? I love walking in spaces like this. That's so big. Yes, I can see some of the shops and some of the restaurants. And by the way, there is a second floor that's up there. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna show you how everything looks like up there in just a bit. And would you look at that? There's a store called the Kiss World. What is this? Well, I know for sure they have arcades in there, but I think this is where you come if you want to see some Kiss memorabilia, maybe even some merchandise. They actually have a mini golf course in here. That is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in a hotel casino in Vegas before. So yes, if you guys want to play mini golf, right here, Rio Hotel, yeah, they got you covered. I am not a Kiss fan, but if you guys are, then you should definitely come to this museum. I mean, everything here, the entire theme is about the Kiss band. You see all these records on the wall, the memorabilia, all the merchandise. I didn't even know such a place existed. Now going up the escalators onto the second floor, where there is undoubtedly going to be more stuff to see. So from up here, you get a view of all the slot machines, restaurants, and the gift shops. You see, there's quite a bit of things to do here, right, at Rio? So now that I've seen a lot of the stuff downstairs and upstairs, maybe I'll head over to my room right now, because that's also pretty cool. So it looks like you got your Starbucks to the left, and whoa, there's a Korean barbecue restaurant in here. Wow, this looks pretty legit, like something out of Koreatown. Maybe I should explore it sometime. So there are about 2 towers in the Rio, the Ipanema and the Masquerade. Okay, so today I'm at the Ipanema. And here we are. Wow. This is pretty cool. Look at this, guys. It's a big room. Oh, maybe this is a better view right here. You see, that's the bed down there. That is the TV, along with this really huge couch. You can easily seat like 3-4 people here, okay? And got a very fancy coffee table right there. You get one of these, which you'll pretty much see in every hotel, or most of them. Little refrigerator. Here's another one right here. And then, let's see, what's this? Looks like you could put some, maybe clothes in there, clothes drawer. So that is a king-size bed right there. And here is a table where you can, I guess, multi-purpose. You can study, you can eat here. See what I tell you, it's a newly renovated hotel. Even this section, wow. So cool. Safe deposit box. I rarely use this, but if you need it, it's for you. Some clothes drawer, there's about 4 of them. See down there. And then even ironing board, if you need to iron your clothes. That's the iron itself. Then you can hang clothes up here. And that is the bathroom. Oh, look at that. There's another sink in here too. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay. You got your facial soap, and then you also have body cream. And let's see, that's your toilet right there. And then this is the shower. Let's see, wow. I'm liking the way this looks. Pretty nice. Okay. Stepping in here, you got everything from your shampoo to your body wash. I'm telling you, you're all set. Yes. This entire room is the deluxe suite with the king bed. Today, it's about $115, but it really depends on what day you come, what season you come, what kind of room you want at the suite. But this is just if you want to get a suite at Rio. So it's not terribly expensive, right? I told you, it's one of the most affordable off-strip hotels that you can find, and it's newly renovated. The space here. So yes, check it out. It's going to be in the video description link, Rio Hotel and Casino. Definitely one to consider. The next day begins with an adventure at Area 15, which is considered to be the ultimate food and entertainment hotspot in Las Vegas. In this facility, you'll find restaurants, attractions, and exhibits all under one roof in an all-immersive experience. If this is not one of the coolest attractions that you can find in Las Vegas, then I don't know what is. If you're coming to Vegas, especially for the first time, then you should mark this down on your to-do list. That is the map of the whole facility. I came in right in there, so I'm kind of like around this area right now. And everything around is all the attractions, like all the restaurants, shops, and then there's a second floor with the different activities that you can do. One day, 8 attractions for $49. And you can also do 14 attractions and experiences for $99 plus taxes and fees. See, it keeps going up. Look at that. You can even do up to 3 days, $250 a guest. I have never seen anything like this before in my life. So once you walk in here, you feel like you entered into a different world. So it's like this one big open space where you're gonna find shops and restaurants on both sides, at least for the first floor. But then when you go to the second floor, that's where you can do most of your games and activities. Don't you just love the lights in here? This is really quite something. Woo-hoo! Yes, I am having fun here. I think I'm gonna begin my food tour in Area 15 with this restaurant called The Beast. This restaurant specializes in Southern style barbecue. Now this is an epic way to kick off. I always like barbecue, so let's do it. So it's a good thing they do have the menu by the door. Okay, so you got your starters like the Bavarian pretzel to the wings. And if you guys are into the salads, don't worry, they got you taken care of. For $15, you can get a salad. But I am here for this especially. Look at the entrees. You can do like a dry rub brisket, $33. St. Louis ribs, half rack or full rack. They got steak here too. Oh, this is like a meat lover's dream. And of course, you got to have your burgers and sandwiches, right? The all-American experience. Everything from the classic $23 cheeseburger to mushroom burger to chicken sandwiches. All looks great. Man, I wasted no time in getting some food. So this one is one of their most popular appetizers. It's called the tuna tacos. Looks pretty obvious, right? So it's shoyu drenched ahi tuna, so it's supposed to have like a soy sauce flavor. Wonton shell outside, as well as some smashed avocado and smoky crema. Nice, there's 3 of them on there. And if you guys like American food, especially barbecue, I think you found your spot. And I think this is really the only spot in here. Okay, look at this. Gotta be careful, that thing just falls out. That wonton shell is amazing. Tastes just like something out of a Chinese restaurant. And I like sushi, I like poke, so whenever you put ahi tuna in front of me with shoyu sauce, kind of gives it like that soy sauce flavor. It is so magnificent. Wow, this is pretty awesome. Oh, good appetizer. I suppose if you order one of these and you get one more appetizer, that could be like your full meal. If there's ever a time to get pretzel, it's like right now. This is the Bavarian pretzel. So it's perfectly salted and it's served with beer cheese and grain mustard, which is on the other side. Let me see. Yeah, that's the grain mustard. And this one is the beer cheese. I've had a Bavarian pretzel before, but it's been such a long time. So I'm excited to try this one again. I'm so afraid to break it up because it looks so nice. But I suppose I can always order another one, right? Oh yeah. All right, here we go. This is magnificent. I don't eat pretzels that often, so I'm excited. I really feel like I'm in a theme park or something right now. This is also one of their most popular items, the crispy spicy chicken sandwich. So it's 6 ounces of brine chicken breasts, house spicy buttermilk batter, sriracha aioli, pickles, house bun, served with a side of fries. Doesn't this sound all amazing? Yep. And these French fries look so good. Like, this is really your ultimate American food experience here in Vegas. Ah, those fries are so perfect. Whoa, that's like some of the most perfect fries I've had.
I can already tell just by eating the fries that the sandwich itself is going to be pretty good. That is a really tasty aioli inside. It's spicy because it's sriracha. Wow, I'm having fun. Everything here is so good. So good in its own way. I can already tell this is a spot you need to come to when you come to Area 15. Yes, and you got to get the ribs when you come here. So this is the St. Louis ribs, house smoked St. Louis ribs that's basted with the house special barbecue sauce, house rib rub, served with a side of cornbread and pickles. So that's the cornbread right there, pickles right there, and that is the barbecue sauce. And this comes, you can get a half rack or you can get a full rack. One of those foods that's really going to dirty your mouth, so be sure to have your napkins ready. But it's so good. This kind of reminds me of when I used to have ribs at Tony Roma's back when it was really popular. But the way they make it here is so good. So you even got this too. Got some cornbread. Yeah, this is really a southern barbecue experience, but in a very cool, bougie type of environment. And I've not had a root beer float in a long time. Vanilla ice cream, root beer, whipped cream topping, chocolate sauce. Wow, delicious. Okay, even if you end up going to no other food spots at Area 15, if you come to the Beast, you're all set, especially if you love American food, barbecue, southern food, even some of these root beer floats. This is really enjoyable. And if you guys like cocktails, there's one place at Area 15 you should get it. It is right here at Oddwood. They make some really awesome craft cocktails that's out of this world. And you can tell where this is because of this really tall, like 25-foot high digital maple tree. That's an attraction. And just a little trivia, this tree is powered by 50,000 individually programmed LED lights. I'm telling you, nowhere else but Vegas. Let's see what they got on the menu. So you can get signature craft cocktails for about $20. I know it's a little bit steep, but it's an experience. Yeah, they got a lot of great things here. I heard the smoke and berries is very popular here, so I think I might try that for today. And then down here we got seasonal specialty cocktails. So you got a few ones like the Bonnie and Clyde, which I heard is also very popular. And this is worth noting, if you use your phone to scan that QR code, that little QR code in that leaf, you can get a secret menu. And I think I'm gonna pick something from that too. So I guess the Bonnie and Clyde is made out of malt scotch, cognac, blood orange, fresh lemon, cherry bitters, and served with smoked aromas. And you'll notice that on the side, there's this $100 bill. It's not real. It's a piece of paper that's edible. That is so fascinating. Okay, I enjoy that one. It's kind of fruity. Definitely taste the alcohol in there, like that scotch. Tastes kind of carbonated too. Oh yeah, and this is my smoking berries. Look at that. Guess what that says? Yep, you got that right. That's me right there. So this one is made out of gin, has fresh strawberries, lemon, agave, egg whites, served with bubblegum bubble. Now here's the next step. Oh, look at that bubble. Woo! Yeah, that's the finishing touches to the smoking berries. Fruity. Tastes just like strawberry. Anytime there's strawberry, blueberry, lemon, any type of fruit flavor, I'm into it. I just don't do straight up alcohol. Not even soju. But this one I like. And this is the last one, the Loro Rojo. Look, you see it's a bird with a nice flower tail. So this one is called a mezcal, which is I think a form of tequila. And there's a lot of fruits in there, like strawberry, lime, passion fruit, all that good stuff. When you purchase this drink, you actually get a token to ride one of the rides up there called Birdly, which is a bird ride. Okay, I think I'll check it out afterwards. That sounds pretty fun. Wow, you can actually really taste the alcohol on this one. So I think me personally, I like the smoking berries because this one you taste more of that berry juicy flavor. The other ones are pretty strong, but it's totally your preference. So whether you come here by yourself or with company, which I think you should, you know, people come here just to get drinks, even if they don't eat at any of this place. And if you guys like sushi, they do have one restaurant here, Kaya Hand Roll. As you guess, this restaurant specializes in sushi hand rolls, which I like because this is one of the trending foods in LA, so I'm so glad to try it here in Vegas as well. The menu is right by the door. That's pretty awesome. So you got your starters. Oh, they even got noodles here as well. Okay, yeah, you can get noodles if you want, as well as some dumplings. Pork shumai, shrimp shumai, kind of like dim sum style. But of course, you come to eat your sushi, right? The hand rolls. Blue crabs, salmon, yellowtail, you name it. Or you can even get like a hand roll set. Got some sashimi. So I guess you can assemble bowls here too. Your kaya bowls, your rice style, your sauce, proteins, and your toppings. It's even better. They even have a takeout section as well. Yeah, so you don't have to dine in here. You could actually take out. Looks like I'm starting off with a yellowtail hand roll. And then you can also get something like a signature sauce set from the menu. So for $2, yuzu koshu to the left and gochujang, spicy sauce to the right. See, soy sauce, and you got your full sushi experience. Oh yeah. Wow, it tastes great. Like yellowtail, rice, dip in the soy sauce. It's perfect. Oh man. These are the seaweed rolls that's very much like the ones you find when you go to Kazunori. Do you guys know what that is? That's a sushi restaurant chain that's in LA. So very similar style. So I finished my yellowtail already. Onto the tuna poke. This one I think has like sesame oil inside. It tastes really good. Wow. Almost like the one I had at the other restaurant. And if you're more of a sashimi type of person, maybe you want to take it a little easy on the rice, the carbs, you can get something like yellowtail sashimi. Look at all that thin jalapenos. I think I should try my sashimi before all the ice melts, right? Yes, you got to try the sashimi wherever you go because that's the test of the greatness of good sushi restaurants. Well, very fresh. That is a really good yellowtail. I mean, it's really as fresh as it can get. Look at this, guys. Beautiful presentation too. That's what I'm noticing about a lot of the places here is that food tastes great and presentation is really awesome. It truly is. This one is one of their new sashimis on the menu. Sesame crusted tuna with Dijon ponzu. I have never had anything like this before. Look at that Dijon ponzu. It almost looks like gumbo. Wow, that Dijon ponzu is pretty interesting. It's like such a strong flavor. Exactly how it sounds like. It tastes like Dijon, so kind of like a slightly spicy, sharp flavor. Ponzu flavor. Tuna, really awesome. Sesame seeds, you know, it gives it that crunch on top. This is a really good dish. Okay, even if you don't end up ordering the rolls here, which you should, by the way, they got really awesome sashimis. You got to get to these rolls pretty quickly because the nori really does get kind of limp. That scallop really just melts in your mouth. So far, I'm impressed with everything that I'm eating. Really legit. Just like a lot of the great hand roll places I've had back in LA. So if you guys like sushi, then you got to come here for sure. I was just down there just a moment ago, and now I'm on the second floor where most of the activities and exhibits are. So don't think that Area 15 is just about the food and drinks. You can do a lot of things here, a lot of things. Maybe I'll check out this one, Museum Fiasco. I heard this is a pretty rocking experience. It's quite something. They give you these glasses, and I know you can't see it because you guys are not wearing it, but everything just strobes in here. It's pretty crazy. Wow. It's really like in a, I can't describe it, it's so otherworldly. And on the first floor, there is this pretty huge shop called Mega Mart. I believe they sell, what do they sell? Let me take a look. It's supposed to look like a convenience store or a market. I'm not sure how much of this is actually real, as in like what you can actually buy and use at home or drink or eat. I know for sure some of these are props, like pillows and cushions, but there's supposed to be a secret passageway that goes through, I guess, into another section. Look at this. Ooh, this is not a freezer. I think this actually takes you somewhere pretty cool. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't expect this. Look at that, guys. Wow. I've never seen anything like this before. It's really like something out of a theme park. So that convenience store out there is not all there is to it. When you go through the doors, it will take you into another entertainment section. This is pretty cool. Yes, it is. Some of these you really have to duck down. You got to be physical. Oh man. Yeah, there you go. Ah. Now I'm here at the other side. Oh, it's so bright in here. And you do have to kind of be careful when you go down the stairs because they're pretty steep. All right, yeah, here we go. All right, wow, this is pretty cool. Even in terms of eating, you could really spend at least half a day here. There's quite a few very enjoyable choices, but I'm not done quite yet because there's also this one, the Dreamweaver, which specializes in boba. So this is your dessert spot. Well, it looks like they have a few choices. Like they got soft serve, single flavor for $6, swirls, but then everybody comes to get the fantasy floats. The strawberry fields I heard is a popular one, especially if you like strawberry. So I'm gonna get one of those. But then if you also want boba milk teas, they got it here. Yeah, just like in one of your Asian boba shops. Is that vanilla ice cream?
It's cheesecake.
Cheesecake. And that's the strawberry glaze. Look how pretty that thing looks.
Vanilla cookies.
Vanilla cookies. Oh wow, look at that. You see, they even go all out with their drinks here. So this is the strawberry fields. All that on top is the cheesecake swirl. Never had that before. Along with the strawberry glaze, vanilla crumbles. And then the bottom, besides all this milk that's inside, that is supposed to be strawberry boba. Have you ever heard of strawberry boba before? That is pretty awesome. Tastes just like cheesecake. I don't think I've ever had a ice cream or a soft serve that had a cheesecake flavor. And this thing is going to melt, so you have to eat it pretty quickly. I do like eating cheesecake, but I think this is the first time I've had it in like a soft serve. That boba, it pops in your mouth. So you get a burst of all that strawberry juice that goes right in. This is one of the most interesting drinks I've had in one of these tea shops, boba shops, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is quite an attraction. You should get it. So I have concluded, and it's probably obvious by now, that this is really the ultimate food and entertainment hotspot in Las Vegas. So come here, enjoy the food, also enjoy these attractions. You can be here all day.
Later that night, I headed over to Gangnam Asian Barbecue, which is one of the most popular and best reviewed all-you-can-eat barbecue restaurants in Las Vegas. It is a mix of Korean and Japanese barbecue, which you don't find too often. There is a reason why this restaurant is so popular with locals and tourists alike. So if you guys like Asian-style barbecue, all you can eat, then this restaurant is going to be one of my highest recommendations. Wow, this restaurant's pretty small, but it gets very busy. And it's the same company that owns 888 Japanese Barbecue and 888 Korean Barbecue. And that explains a lot. Those are two also very popular barbecue restaurants that I've been to in the past. And now I'm here in the third one. So finishing out the trilogy. And they have the same high quality meats. So it combines the best of 880 Japanese barbecue and 888 Korean barbecue. Wow, now this is what you call a menu. Look how many choices you have. Isn't that pretty awesome? So it starts at $28, which is the Angus level, and it looks like there is a kid's price for $15.95. Then you can go Prime, which is $38, and you can also go up to Wagyu, which is 48 bucks. Yes, I'm gonna do that today because I want to try all my premium selections of meats. And it looks like they have a pretty big beer and sake selection too. And you gotta have this when you come to a barbecue restaurant, right? Oh, look at all these fancy cocktails. Mojito, hoo-hoo, sangria, you're all set. So I would recommend get the $48 Wagyu set where you can get all this. There are some items that are limited to one per person, like the A5 Wagyu and the lobster tail. I mean, I don't make the rules here, but take advantage of it. That's all I'll tell you. This is the way you got to do round number one. Get all the premium limited items, such as the Kobe beef carpaccio. And I want to stress that this is not A5 Wagyu or Japanese Kobe. This is US Kobe, but still better than just regular beef, right? And that one is the salmon carpaccio, which is also a premium limited item, so take advantage of that. And coming down here, this is the marinated short ribs. Also a premium item. Yeah, so it's basically kalbi in Korean barbecue restaurants. And then to this side, oh yeah, we got the A5 Wagyu. So this is Japanese A5 Wagyu. Pretty fancy stuff. And then we got lobster tail. Ooh, fancy. And I think this is the first time I've had this in one of their restaurants. All right, I'll take it. And right here, we got the brisket point. Yes, so this one also is one of my favorites, but this is Wagyu brisket point. Let's see what are our dipping sauces for today. The one to the left is ponzu, always a very good choice. Middle one is sweet, and the last one is spicy. I know it's kind of hard to tell since it's all black, but that's pretty much what they are. The grill is going to take some time to heat up, but I guess I can start by trying some of my carpaccio, right? That one is bursting with flavor. Yes, it's like a ponzu sauce that's over it. It's so sweet and citrusy. I love the flavor. And I expect nothing less of the beef too. That beef carpaccio, look at that. I feel ponzu sauce can make almost anything taste good in Japanese cuisine. It's a winner. Yeah, definitely get these because once again, it's premium, limited to one per customer, which means you're not going to argue. You're just going to get it. And here we go with the grilling. So yes, you do it by yourself. And since this is brisket, you should watch over it because it's going to cook pretty quickly. Yeah, high quality. It's American Wagyu. Like I said, this one cooks pretty fast, and I usually like to put it in this ponzu sauce. That is fantastic. So you want to cook it where it's kind of crispy, but then it's still so tender because it's Wagyu quality, that's why. American Wagyu. So obviously it's going to taste really good. So this is almost like ordering the beef brisket when you go to the Korean barbecue restaurants. Similar. I mean, most Korean barbecues don't use the US Wagyu beef, but they have it here, so you should be happy. Wasting no time, gonna cook that marinated short ribs because this one's gonna take a little while to cook. And you know, one of the things I noticed about this grill is how close it is to the charcoals underneath. I don't think I've seen a grill like this before. Oh, even the thick meats are cooking pretty quickly. Okay, I'm cool with that because I don't have to wait too long. Here we go, this time with the sweet sauce. It's like sweet and smoky and tender all at the same time. So here you'll notice that a lot of the dishes are presented tapas style, and they do that on purpose because they want you to be able to sample as many meats as you can. Now, if you go to Korean barbecue restaurants, the portions are usually a little bit bigger, but in Japanese barbecue restaurants, they give you stuff that looks so artsy like this. So you save the best for last, but then I'm going to get round number 2 after this. A5 Japanese Wagyu, here we go. And this one, undoubtedly the king of the beef selections on the menu, A5 Wagyu. Tastes just like A5 Wagyu. Very rich tasting. Almost like eating beef butter. Smoky, very tender. See, all you can eat barbecue restaurants before, Asian ones, they never used to put stuff like that on the menu. Here in Vegas or in LA, this is taking it to another level. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta be competitive, right? I don't remember when was the last time I had lobster in an Asian barbecue restaurant. When was that? I don't know, but they have it here at this restaurant. Oh yeah. I didn't think that a lot of this food was gonna cook so quickly, but it does. That's a great thing because I want to eat like really quickly, and the lobsters look like it's almost done. Now I think you're supposed to cut the lobsters up and eat it with your chopsticks. You know, have some manners, but why don't I just have fun with this large piece? I came mostly for the beef, but of course I'm going to take the lobster. I mean, why would you not, right? And you bet I'm gonna get round number 2. This one is the Kobe fatty rib. I don't know if I've had this one before, but it sounds so good on the menu. Anytime I hear fatty, it's like, yep, I'm getting it. And then up here is filet mignon. You gotta have filet mignon too, right? If you love steak, And boiling in the center. Now this is pretty cool. This is their kalbi jim, which is braised beef rib. This is limited to 1 per customer because it's a premium item. It's very expensive, so get it. And then down here, we got ribeye steak. All right, let's cook some of that steak. Yes. Woo, see, so smoky once again. See, they give you a pair of scissors too. You can cut this thing up at your table. Look how much fun you can have cutting and cooking your food at the table. It's all part of the experience. So for the steak, you want to cook about medium rare or medium. I don't say the same thing for the marinated short ribs, but for the steak, yeah, especially when it's this high quality. Whoa, bro. That thing is like one of the best things here. Woo! It's so tender. Because it has a lot of fat content in it. Yeah, for sure, you got to get that ribeye steak. This is like one of the best ribeye steaks I think I've had in an Asian all-you-can-eat barbecue. You see, that's the way you want your steak. Really, this is cooked so perfectly. You see, I did it. You know, I never used to eat steak that much in Korean barbecue or Japanese barbecue because I'm more of a short rib type of person. Man, eating steak like that makes me want to eat it more often in a barbecue restaurant. So yes, definitely they do steak really good here. And so it continues. Now we got some filet mignon, yes. This you should also cook to about medium, I would say. I guess while I'm waiting for my steak to cook, I have to get to the kalbi jim. I don't want to get cold. Wow, that thing just really falls right off the bone. Look at that. Oh man, so perfectly. So if you guys don't know what kalbi jim is, it's braised beef ribs. This one is pretty sweet, like soupy sweet. I can't say that it tastes exactly like the ones I've had in Koreatown, LA at those really critically acclaimed mom and pop Korean restaurants, but it is probably the best kalbi jim I've had so far in an all-you-can-eat barbecue restaurant of any kind. Pretty high quality. I can tell they took a lot of time to cook this. That's why it's so tender. It looks like my filet mignon is done. Let's go. That one is pretty good too. I mean, I still like the ribeye the best, but this one is also tender in its own way.
All the meats here are pretty spectacular. Now I can see why this restaurant is super highly rated in Vegas.
I might end out with this one, some Kobe brisket. I want to stress this, US Kobe, not A5 Wagyu, but still better than regular, right? And some veggies. I gotta get my vegetables, yes. Here's another item that's limited to one per customer, but definitely get it. It's the raw oysters. Yes, I'll take it. I love it.
Now I feel like I'm in a seafood restaurant. See? We got surf and turf going on. Lobster, oyster, along with all your beef. I feel like I'm having a seafood and a beef barbecue here, along with some oysters. Since this is so thin, it's gonna cook very quickly, so no time it's gonna be done. But even the zucchini, since this grill is so hot, it's gonna cook pretty fast. So this is my second brisket of the day. First one was the American Wagyu, so this one is the American style Kobe brisket. Well, it's still pretty tasty. I think I prefer that Wagyu one because it's a little softer, or more tender, you would say. This one is more like the type of brisket that you'll find in Korean barbecue restaurants. But like I said, I love brisket, so I'm always going to get it. And look what else you can get on the menu. This is their sundabu, spicy tofu soup. You find this in Korean restaurants. And it's quite a show because they give it to you in this and it will boil right in front of you at your table. Oh, that is comfort food. Yeah, you gotta have stuff like this because now you feel like it's more home style. And when you feel that, then you have a better impression of your eating experience. Yeah, don't miss out on this because they give you quite a lot of sundabu. It's so good, especially for sharing. So you got the tofu, the broth, as well as some seafood. This is good. Oh, this is worth mentioning. So they do have an ice cream section, which is by the entrance. These are $2.50 each, but if you check in on Yelp, you can get one of them complimentary on the house. Oh yeah, I just gave you a good tip. The s'mores, which is included in the all-you-can-eat. So what you're supposed to do is take the marshmallow, you roast it, almost like at a campfire site, and then, yeah, wait till it melts. All right, so it looks like it's about done. You just put the cracker on top of it, and it is a sandwich. Oh yeah. You got the chocolate in there that kind of acts like it's cheese, right? So if you are in the east part of Las Vegas, you're very safe here. This is some of the best all-you-can-eat Asian barbecue I've had, not just in Vegas, but anywhere, even better than a lot of the ones I've been to in Los Angeles.
The last day started with a trip downstairs of my hotel to Canteen Food Hall, which is a new food court that recently opened up. This food hall has about 6 food stands, combining American, Asian, and Mexican food options. It's not one of the biggest food halls that you'll find in Las Vegas, but it certainly packs a punch because these are 6 awesome choices. So visit this spot in Rio Hotel and you're gonna have a eating adventure. I think the first restaurant I'm gonna check out is Tony Luke's. And I heard that this is one of the most popular Philly cheesesteak sandwich chains that you can find in Philadelphia. This is the only location they have on the West Coast. Nothing in LA. Furthest out is Las Vegas. I'm definitely going to check this out because I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in a long time, especially a very good one. That's the Tony Luke's menu. It looks pretty short and sweet. So classic choice, obviously, is the steak, the cheesesteak for $13. They also have the hoagie, even a pizza steak. That's pretty awesome. And also, if you're in Philly, these roast pork Italian sandwiches are the way to go, and I'm gonna try it today. Wow, this is incredible. Look at how many awards they won. It's pretty endless, like Philadelphia Magazine, and then even have like Zagat rating and Washington Post, even all the way down here to ESPN. Does this make you want to eat here? Oh wow, it is stuffed to the max with onions in there too. That is so perfect. Oh man, that's the roast pork. And this is the first time that I've had a Philly style roast pork sandwich. So this is pretty exciting actually. Oh, look at that. Yes, that is the Philly cheesesteak. You know, I've only had Philly cheesesteak a few times in my life, but I think this is going to be the closest that I've had to pretty authentic, legit Philly cheesesteak, because this restaurant, like I said, Tony Luke's, comes straight out of Philly. See, that's the Cheese Whiz. You also have your choice of provolone cheese or American cheese, so you have some options. It's made with ribeye, very thinly sliced ribeye steak. And with mine, I requested for onions to be put inside, so you can add onions as well. Just letting you know, very good tasting. Man, this thing is so cheesy. Me personally, I think I'm more of a provolone cheese type of person. But hey, if you guys like Cheese Whiz, look how saucy it is. It's like a cheese sauce over Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Oh, it's very tasty. I like the bread too. The roast pork sandwich, an authentic Philly style roast pork sandwich. I think I like this one better than the Philly cheesesteak. So this one I got with provolone cheese. It has thin cuts of pork inside. I think it's made with pork butt. Broccoli rabe too. So the broccoli rabe is very thin. It's soupy. And this is essentially what the sandwich is. It's kind of like a very juicy pork sandwich. First ever time having it, and I really like it a lot. All right, this is a life event right here. Have you guys ever had a roast pork sandwich, Philly style? Drop that comment. I would love to hear your story. So yeah, here's one of the reasons why you should come to Canteen. For some of you, maybe this might be the only reason just to get this, because it's pretty good. So if you want to taste the Philly, maybe you're from Philly, getting kind of homesick, yeah, here we go. And if you guys like fried chicken, they have a very unique way of making fried chicken at this spot called Tender Crush. Chicken sandwich, chicken tenders, desserts, let's do it. Simple menu as well, that's how I like it. So I heard that you should get the 3 crispy tenders. Unless you're not into that, then of course you can get grilled tenders. And these are all the sauces that you can choose. Wow, I don't think I've heard of any of these sauces before, really. Different levels of spiciness too. But I heard that the Thai Queen's staff favorites, I'll try it. Crispy chicken sandwich, of course I have to get this one too, right? There are 2 choices, the hot crush, which is spicy, and the old school New York crush. And I heard that even their donuts are very popular here, so maybe I'll try that. And then also they do have these, let's see, Coney Island coolers, which is like a slush. You can add soft serve on top for $3. This is a fun place. Coney Island cooler. So this one is the coconut mango with the soft serve on top. Doesn't it look so pretty? It's so icy. Maybe I should just wait a few minutes for this thing to melt. I like it though, coconut mango flavored. You really feel like you were by the pool. And by the way, Rio does have a very nice pool here, newly renovated. This would make for such a good drink while you're relaxing in the sun. I got this drink right before the chicken came out. So it's almost like I'm having dessert before. These are some of the best sellers. For sure, I have to try the 3 chicken tenders. Deep fried, looks good. So it's basically fried chicken. But it's the sauce that really makes this thing very unique. So like I said, I decided to get the Thai Queen's, which is sticky sweet chili pop with scallion, fresh lime, and cilantro. And then on this side, this is the chicken sandwich. Crispy chicken sandwich for $10. It doesn't quite look like a chicken sandwich because the bun is right over here, so you do have to put it on top. I got the old school New York crush. Lettuce, tomato, kosher pickle, mayo, vinegar.
This is definitely very picturesque, like Instagrammable food. Look at that. It's been fried so beautifully. I like the color of it. Whoa, that thing is like near perfection. That Thai flavor. Woo, I love it. I love it. Yeah, the chicken itself also pretty moist too. Oh yeah. I feel like this fried chicken could have come out of a Thai restaurant. Maybe you can order multiple chicken tender orders and try all the flavors. Wouldn't that be so fun? This is definitely one of the most interesting and definitely tasty chicken tenders I've had. Now this one is quite a sight. Look how big it is. Yeah, that's like a big piece of fried chicken in the center with this kind of, it almost looks like a slider or one of those hamburger buns that they use for smash burgers. Wow, that is pretty awesome. Okay, I'm really liking this place a lot. That is a really good tasting fried chicken. This I would say has more of a classic American fried chicken taste because you got your pickles in there, tomatoes, you see that? Nice piece of lettuce, got your mayo. But then the actual piece of chicken itself, that is the reason why you get it, because it's so big. All right, you see? When you're sitting at the counter, you can also have some spices available to you if you want to spice up your chicken a little bit more. Oh, look at that. Even got a Harlem sauce too. Wow, this is fun. And everybody's been telling me I have to try the Boardwalk donuts when I'm here. Okay, might as well try it, right? It does look pretty good, a very unique looking donut. So these itself are the donuts. You see that? Ooh, it's kind of firm. That's pretty awesome. I'll see what that tastes like in just a bit. And then we have some warm custard sauce, as well as some blueberry. Ooh, it's so hot. Yeah, you gotta be careful with this thing. Yeah, that's definitely a donut. Very cakey. My kind of donut. But then they give you this as well, so might as well put it to good use, right? Okay, I'm digging that custard. Tastes just like a custard, but warm and liquidy. Oh yeah. I mean, I think the donut tastes fine in of itself, but this would kind of make it taste a little different. Either the custard flavor or the blueberry, you know, like a berry flavor. Tender Crush is definitely a knockout. Check this place out because they really have some of the most awesome fried chicken tenders and sandwiches, and even donuts. I'm enjoying this place a lot. Yeah, I think you're really gonna have fun here, especially if you're into fried chicken. And if you guys like sushi, you are in luck. There is one here at Canteen called Nama Nama Sushi and Sake. You know I always love sushi, so I'm gonna try it. I think this might be a hand roll bar. Look, they got these hand roll sets, like the threesome, okay, foursome, royal flush, got a lot of great choices. You can even get poke bowl, as well as your sushi rolls a la carte, hand roll, and the cut option. So you got some choices. Oh, look, and even sake too. All right, you're all set. Starting off with the only sashimi that's on the menu, the tuna chili crunch. So it's tuna sashimi with their chili crunch sauce. And if you guys want to try something other than the soy sauce, they do have this $3 dipping sauce combination. Yuzu koshu to the left, and to the right, that is called the Nama Nama spicy sauce, which is basically Korean gochujang. I see the chili right on top. It's very refreshing. And it's not that spicy too. I always like sashimi, so I think that's a pretty good one to get. So this one is the salmon hand roll. You should eat this right when it comes to your table. You guys know about this if you've had these hand rolls before, because you want the nori to still be crispy. There's nothing more comforting than eating a nice, warm sushi hand roll. It's like the ones that I've been to in a lot of those hand-rolled spots in LA too. So this one has salmon, and you can dip it in soy sauce, or you can use something like yuzu koshu to kind of change it up, you know, make it a little sweet. Yeah, that one has like a yuzu flavor, which is pretty cool. Anything yuzu, like, I really love. All right, yellowtail hand roll, let's do this. Yes, lots of that soy sauce, wasabi. Man, I love how perfectly crispy that seaweed is. Nori. It's like, wow, you can even hear it when you bite into it. The rice is really good too. So this food hall is not like typical mall food. It's not like you just come here, you just get your meal that's kind of cheap and you go. You can actually really enjoy it, and I can taste it. We got some quality businesses and chefs working here. Even the sushi, very solid. I'm loving it. All right, lobster roll. Next one. I'm telling you, the hand rolls here are really good. I'm impressed. See, Nama Nama is such a cool design because it's right in the center of this canteen food hall. It has like a circular shape. This is the shape of the counter. I've never seen anything like it before. You can have so much fun just eating here, getting some drinks, getting some sushi. I'm telling you, this is one of the spots you gotta come here too. And now I'm in the mood to try some Mexican. And they do have one restaurant here at Canteen at Southland Burrito Company. Yes, let's see what they got here. So they're most known for their burritos. They have the classic burrito as well as signature burritos. And I heard everybody gets the California burrito. So I think I'm gonna try that today. And if you guys wanna customize your burrito, you can build your own. Look at that, for $13, you get a choice of that meat, as well as choice of salsa, rice, beans, guac, and just like what I said I was gonna get on the menu, I got it. So the left one is the brisket barbacoa fry. So this dish is $12. It has cheese, crema, guacamole, red chili sauce, avocado verde salsa, and cilantro. And then in this wrap, which I'm going to show you in just a bit, this is the California Signature Burrito. So this one has chicken, french fries, guacamole, cheese, beans, jalapeno crema, and cilantro. Now I'm about to try a french fry dish I've never had before in my entire life. Let's do this. Those fries taste so American, but so Mexican at the same time. So it's like you taste everything. The guacamole, the red sauce, the cheese, the crema, the brisket, and this is some really tender brisket they got here. Wow, so flavorful. I love the red sauce. That is pretty amazing. Woohoo! All right. Wow, this has got to be one of the best french fry dishes I think I've had. Woo, that's such a nicely wrapped burrito. I almost want to give it away as a gift. Ooh, it's so pretty. I mean, me personally, I'm more of a taco type of person, but you know, I can enjoy a good burrito every now and then. So when you come here, you gotta get one burrito and you gotta get one order of these brisket fries. I think I actually like the fries better than the burrito. So even if you come here just to get this one, you're gonna be pretty happy, I'm telling you. What would a food hall be without some burgers, right? This one called Attaboy is really a great spot from what I heard. Chef-driven burger, some of the best burgers in Vegas, so I'm so excited. A nice simple menu, just like every place I've been to here. They specialize in smash burgers, so you can get a single patty, or you can do double, or the one with Texas toast. Okay, that sounds pretty good. You can also do like burger add-ons, you know, like eggs and bacon. And you also have your onion rings, curly fries, all sound so good. One of the awesome things you can get here is what's called the Twins Root Beer Float. So this is a root beer float that's made right in front of you. You can see it right at the counter. So you got some of that vanilla ice cream. Oh, that looks so good. All right.
Voila.
Okay, there it is. So these are the two that I got today. This one is the double. You bet, I'm a double or a triple type of person. So it has double patties, American cheese, caramelized onion, their fancy sauce as they call it, and their pickles. And then this one is the Texas Toast, a house specialty. So it's double patty with Swiss American cheese, caramelized onion, fancy sauce again, and some pickles. And I got mine with the egg inside. Look how jammy that is. Is that from the egg or is that from the cheese? Or it could be from the fancy sauce as they call it. That is a good burger. That really tastes like a gourmet smash burger. It's a smash burger, so they're thin patties, so that's why I think it's a good idea that you get both of them. Secret sauce, really good. Pickles, you know, pickles makes any burger taste good. Oh, you see that right there? Man, I love that fried egg on top. It's like now you're kind of eating a breakfast smash burger. And this is big. Like when they give you a double, they really fill this thing. And I do admit, I really like my sandwiches with crispy toast on top. So whenever you put burger patties inside, for the most part, I like it. Wow, wow, that's so good. If I had burgers made any other way, other than the traditional style, you gotta have the buttery toast. It's so nice and crispy. And look at all that meat in the center. Oh man, that toast is so good. I'm telling you, this is not like just typical fast food. They have really quality food here. You can make the drive here to this hotel and just eat at this food hall. I think you'll like it. So this is the last one called Shogun Ramen. So if you guys like Japanese food and you don't want sushi, you can try ramen. So they got their Shogun Ramen. Yeah, I guess that's the house specialty, right? With the tonkotsu pork broth and a special umami blend. And you can also get stuff like Neo tonkotsu or chicken miso ramen. And you can even get, what is this? Shogun style buns? All right, nice appetizers. Got your mochi ice cream too. All right, so this is their Shogun Ramen, their house specialty one. So tonkotsu broth, which is a pork and chicken broth. And that's the pork chashu. You got 2 slices, slice of nori, we got eggs, bean sprouts, a lot of noodles underneath. They also have these Shogun style buns too. You have your choice of pork or chicken chashu. I really think pork is the way to go. Yes, that's the way I've always eaten my pork buns. So steamed buns filled with, in this case, pork with Shogun's original sauce. Whenever you get noodles at the end, that means you're pretty much done with your meal, especially if you're at one of those course meal Japanese restaurants. How fitting, right? Because this is my last meal here at Canteen. Oh, very sad, huh? Actually, no, I'm happy because I'm getting very full. Yep. Man, I can just sit here and just drink this whole thing. Why don't I try the pork chashu? Wow, look how big that pork chashu looks. This is like one of the biggest pieces of pork chashu I've ever seen. Wow, that thing really just melts in your mouth. That's how you want your pork chashu. You want it to taste like that. All right, so it looks like they use the kind of a thin type of Hakata ramen noodles, almost like the one you find at Shinzengumi, which I think is a perfect pairing with the tonkotsu ramen. Tastes just like noodles from any good ramen restaurant that specializes in tonkotsu. Noodles are cooked just about right. Not too hard and not too soft either. Winner! I don't see gyoza on the menu, but at least you can try some of these pork buns, right? I think it's the same pork chashu that they use for the ramen, which is good because it's very tender. This is a very good pork bun. Tastes just like the ones I've had in the other ramen restaurants. You see, you could really have an adventure here. So I would recommend come on an empty stomach. Perhaps you can go through all 6 of these restaurants and have your own food tour at Canteen Food Hall.
Shortly after, I was on my way to Pacific Island Taste, which is one of the highest rated Hawaiian restaurants in Las Vegas. Many say that this is the most legit, home-style Hawaiian food you'll find in Las Vegas, which is often called the Ninth Island. Yes, Hawaiian food is a fairly popular cuisine in Las Vegas, so if you're looking to get a taste of Hawaii in Las Vegas, then Pacific Island Taste might very well be your best bet. And when you walk in here, you already kind of feel that aloha spirit. It's not like one of those really upscale modern type of environments. So it's a little bit more laid back, kind of like what you would find if you were to go to Hawaii. And that's what I heard about a lot of the dishes too, is that when you taste it, it really feels like it came out of the islands. And that's really what you're looking for when you go to a Hawaiian restaurant, right? And another cool feature about this restaurant is that they have live band performances. I just missed it because they come during the lunch hour, so I'm here in the afternoon. So be sure to come, call in if you want that live music because they do have that here. See, they have everything here from breakfast to the bento boxes. And I heard the bento is pretty good because you can get a little bit of everything. And what I noticed about the prices is that it's not terribly bad because there's a lot of these Hawaiian restaurants that can charge more than this, so it's quite reasonable. So you can even do like a mixed plate too. I heard the chicken katsu is good, so I'm gonna get that. Michun, some of the best in Vegas from what I heard, so I cannot miss out on that. So you got pork, seafood, and then their poke bowls want so many words. Best poke in Las Vegas, so I cannot miss out on that, right? Well, this is kind of interesting. So I guess they have this promotion here where if you hit up Highland, the owner's son, then you don't have to wait in line for these clubs. He's gonna get you in right away. So I would say it's kind of a nondescript kitchen, but that's really how a lot of these home-style, hole-in-the-wall kitchens are like. As long as the food is great, that's all that matters. And I came during an off hour and they're still cooking quite a lot of food back here. That's impressive. What is that right there?
Minced garlic.
Minced garlic, okay.
Masago.
Masago, sesame oil,
A little bit sriracha.
and a little bit of sriracha.
Spicy mayo.
Spicy mayo. Okay, that's quite a bit of ingredients in there. And of course you gotta give it a nice stir. Mix it all in. Oh, I guess it's almost done. Ain't no cooking, just saucing and spicing it up. And I was just in Hawaii last year, not that long ago, having food that's kind of similar to this. So it's a very good reminder. Good memories of my trip to Honolulu. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, their poke, award-winning. It's won awards for best poke in Las Vegas. I can see why. The tuna itself is nice and fresh. I like the sauce all around. And it's not too strong too, the flavor. It's like just a little bit spicy, not overly salty. I like the crunchiness of the masago eggs on it. You see the way it's shaped, like the cube shape? Very reminiscent of the island poke. They have the spicy version, and then I suppose you could get the non-spicy version too. And then they also have the poke bowls with the rice underneath. Even by itself, it tastes wonderful. Oh yeah. Man, if only I had some rice. Actually, I do have some rice with this. What am I saying? Oh yeah, I can enjoy it with some rice, right? And I think a lot of you guys recognize this one from Korean restaurants. This is the kalbi. It's also a popular Hawaiian food. It's popular here, so I decided to try it. Beef short ribs. Wow, that's good flavor. I mean, it doesn't taste exactly like something out of a Korean restaurant, but I do like Hawaiian kalbi as well. It's beef, it's barbecued, it's kind of sweet, very nice tasting. So yeah, this is another popular food that you'll find at this restaurant, even in Hawaii too, since they have a sizable Korean population. And this one is the mixed plate. Look how large this plate is. Wow, you're really getting your money's worth. So I decided to get the chicken katsu, very popular. Center is the fried rice, and it looks like there's ham inside or spam or something like that. And then to the right, that is the michun.
It's popular Hawaiian food. It's also popular Korean food, but I heard that this thing is something you have to order here. And it comes with the katsu sauce and the michun sauce. They really load this on. Look at that portion. This is enough to feed you for 2 meals. No, I'm serious. Some people come and they even share this thing. This is pretty good value. Affordable Hawaiian food. That's the way I like it. That is a perfectly good chicken katsu. Chicken katsu is one of my favorite things to eat in a Japanese restaurant and in a Hawaiian restaurant. It's breaded and deep fried perfectly, you know, very crunchy. Chicken inside, tastes awesome. Sauce is kind of sweet and kind of tangy. It's thick as well. So one of the things you're going to notice about Hawaiian food is the Asian influence that's in it. You'll find dishes that come from Japan. You'll find dishes that come from Hawaii, even some Chinese influence too. It's like it all comes together in this really lovely melting pot of cuisine that we have here. Yeah, so it's kind of thin and it's very tender too. Well, that's a good thing. I mean, you don't want it to be like so stringy, so hard to chew, right? I just love that egg wash that's over it. So they dip the meat in the egg wash and then they would place it onto that grill and it looks like a big spread. And this is the result right here. I mean, I cannot pick it up because they already cut it, but you get the picture, right? You see that egg all over it, the layer outside. And here's the fried rice in the center. That's like a lot of fried rice with ham inside. I don't remember when was the last time I had fried rice in a Hawaiian restaurant. And I mean, I'm pretty sure they do have it, but I usually just get the white rice because I'm a white rice type of person. But they told me the fried rice here is really good, so I'm open-minded. This one is the hamburger steak. It's very popular here. They house make the beef here, and everything here is fresh made, family recipe. And it looks like there's a lot of gravy and onions on top. Comes with a side of white rice and Hawaiian style macaroni. I usually like my hamburger meat in the actual hamburger, but I can eat it by itself if it tastes good. That meat is so thick. Okay, I'm liking that. I feel like this is one of those burgers that would cost like 25 bucks on the menu, you know, because it's so thick. Really good quality meat, and I love the gravy that's over it. With the onions and everything, this is another Hawaiian comfort food. Yeah, so any one of these dishes is perfectly good for one portion. Don't think that you have to order like 2 or 3 to get full. They really fill you here, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of customers come here, because they give you big portions. This one is the Long John. Ooh, look how big that thing is. So this is one of their popular desserts. It's like a custard pastry. It's supposed to be filled with that custard inside of it. Oh yeah, gonna try it right now. Fresh made every day from what I heard. There's custard. You see it's inside. Woo, you see that right there? Mmm, I like it. It's not even that sweet too. It's perfect. Yeah, so it kind of tastes like a donut, like a long piece of cakey donut that's spongy with the creamy custard inside. And I think that's powdered sugar on top. Yeah. I wouldn't say it tastes like a beignet, but you know, it's kind of like its own thing, more like a pastry, donut pastry with custard inside. I've only been to 2 Hawaiian restaurants in Las Vegas, so I don't know all the Hawaiian foods around town, but from what other people are saying, this is the most home-style Hawaiian food that you can find in Vegas, and I believe it. I mean, it definitely has that homey taste, and all of these dishes I recognize as Hawaiian foods, some of it which I've seen in Hawaii when I visited the islands. So if you want a taste of Hawaii here in Las Vegas, that's probably the most legit you'll find in town. Yeah, definitely come here. I mean, everything about here is so good. They give you Really delicious food, big portions, really nice ambiance, really awesome music too, by the way. Wow, it's quite an experience.
Well, there you have it, my 72-hour trip into Las Vegas, Nevada. Have you guys been to any of these restaurants or any of these attractions? Drop that comment because I would love to hear your stories and your suggestions. I want to thank you all for watching all the way to the end of this mega episode. You guys are awesome. I'll see you all in the next food adventure.